All right. We begin the week. Unemployment Friday was Friday, so Monday's usually slower. It was smaller volumes, tighter range overnight. Couple things in the first one is you could be bullish and you could be bearish, but you can't, and you could be both at times. You could be a bear with horns. You don't always have to have an opinion. You could be neutral. That doesn't mean that all you look for are signs that confirm and validate your opinion, because that's where you get trapped. What we want to do is confirm that we're right. And so we only filter the charts and everything else to confirm our opinion. So I was bearish in here, and then something happened. Well, this happened twice. Something happened to go from bullish to bearish, and it happened in the NASDAQ, and I've blown up the ES chart. So it happened in the NASDAQ, where first the NASDAQ was right in here. So for the time being, you had to be patient. Right in here, just take a look at this. Forget about everything else you see on this chart, and let's just focus on in here. All right. And when the market's trading sideways, bam, it goes up and then goes down. So in here, the idea is it's bearish because the market was going sideways, jumped up, got everybody who was long excited, everybody who was short out, comes back down, they're all pissed. And so sideways to lower was the call. And sure enough, it goes lower, all in here, sideways to lower. But I'm open-minded to say, wait a second, it just jumped down and then went up. The opposite. It's going sideways, down, goes up. So somewhere in here, you got to say, for now, you got to be a little bullish. You got to be patient if you want to get short, because this market, sure enough, went sideways to higher in here. Now, when the market then cuts through here, which we had said through around 20 even, then the downside could be back to being the right side. You wait for all these transitions. So, of course, wham, they go lower. Now, something happened in these markets where you're bearish, and all of a sudden, all the equity markets went up. They ran up from like 04 to 20 pretty quick in the NASDAQ. And if I blow up the S&P chart, that's this move right in here. They're just going lower. They're going to hit this probably good downside, and then bam, everything goes up. And there might have been something that came across the wires. There were a couple stories that came out after this that would have got this thing bullish, but having an open mind, not being bearish forever. Told everyone this thing didn't do anything to take back this entire rally. Only took back about 50-60% of it, came back into support. And so all in here was sideways to higher. And it was a big jump out of nowhere. And when you get a big jump out of nowhere, you get people that are bearish and comfortable in that box. All of a sudden, in a couple minutes, if you're up here and quickly, you get everybody who was comfortable in here, everybody that had a good, nice looking face, and they were smiling and they were happy. All of a sudden, after this box, because they jump up into it, ain't so happy anymore, are they? Their eyes are a little bigger. Their smile's a little sideways. They all seem to have ugly noses, stupid hair and ears. They look silly. And those are people that were comfortable in there when the market's doing what they want it to do, and then all of a sudden it doesn't. You have to have an open mind to not look like this for long, and have an open mind that if you are indeed bearish, that you're not just going to look for things to validate your decision, because you'll miss things that invalidate your opinions. And therefore, you'll never be or stay objective.